Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolfe.
Well, we are currently seeing some tornado warnings in the viewing area right now. Those tornado warnings for part of Carroll and Whiteside counties that last until 9:30 p.m. tonight. That's highlighted here in this red box here that we are seeing. So if you are within that polygon, if you are within that tornado warning, please take shelter immediately as we're seeing those potentially damaging winds continue to push on here through the rest of this evening. So here's this line of thunderstorms that we're watching here this evening as it's been pushing through Iowa, providing tornado warnings. Now moving into our viewing area, continuing on through the rest of this evening. We'll see those continue to push through the rest of the viewing area over the next couple of hours. Now there's a lot going on this graphic. I'll walk you through it. The purple color that we're seeing here is the severe thunderstorm watch that's currently in effect for the entire viewing area. This red color, that's where that tornado warning is located. Just south of that, that's another severe thunderstorm warning. Now that tornado warning in all of these lines of storms, with these line of storms that we're seeing, moving at 60 miles per hour or 55 miles per hour in some locations. So definitely moving very quickly. And because this is happening at night, we want to make sure that you are staying safe. So don't try and go out and see if you can see anything. You want to make sure that you are taking shelter here this evening. We take a look at our velocity here. We have seen a little bit of a couple of kinks, what we call them, in the line of storms. So that's where the rotation is beginning to tighten up a little bit. That's where we saw that tornado warning was initially issued with that particular storm over Carroll and Whiteside counties. Now that storm passed over the Davenport radar. So as this line of storms progresses on through the rest of this evening, we'll time out a couple of these cities here. Now there's where that tornado warning is currently located in Carroll and Whiteside counties. Some of the cities ahead of this line of storms, we expect it to be in Freeport here by about 9:30. Sterling just after that, Amboy by just before 10 o'clock. Here in Rockford, it'll be moving in just after 10 o'clock, maybe even a little bit before that, and definitely by about Belvedere, roughly before 10:30. So here's a couple of our cameras out across the state line. We have seen quite a bit of lightning showing up with some of these earlier, especially when we had that first line of storms move through. That lightning will continue over the next couple of hours with these storms. Now that severe thunderstorm watch does last until 2 a.m. tonight. That's when we expect those storms to be pretty well pushed through the rest of this area. That severe thunderstorm watch in effect here. Now talking about these types of severe thunderstorm warnings that we can see, anything that is above this destructive level, that's where it would trigger the warning on your phone, the EMS alarm that automatically goes to your phone, like tornado warnings or Amber Alerts. Anything before that actually will not trigger a warning on your phone unless you have a specific app designated to bring those warnings to your phone. So we're making sure with that, you want to make sure that you have multiple ways to get warnings here this evening. So with it also being Severe Weather Preparedness Week, we don't want to rely on tornado sirens because tornado sirens are primarily supposed to be heard when you are outdoors. They're not really meant and designed to be heard indoors. So you want to make sure that you have multiple ways to receive those warnings without just relying on the outdoor tornado sirens. We have seen these storms develop very quickly over the satellite. In our water vapor imagery here, we're looking at those storms really blow up on that over these last couple of hours. So heading back to the satellite and radar, we do see that tornado warning and severe thunderstorm warning still in effect to the southwestern part of our viewing area. Now those warnings do last until roughly 9:30 p.m. tonight. We'll continue to see those and monitor those as we progress on through the rest of this evening. Now here's that line of storms once again pushing through the rest of this viewing area. I do expect it to be in Rockford here over the next hour to an hour and a half or so. After that, then we'll see those storms move out of the viewing area by about midnight tonight. Just after midnight is when we expect to see mostly of that all clears. Now, if we time out these storms on our futurecast, we see those storms really continuing to push into the viewing area over these next couple of hours. Here's what it looks like by about 10 p.m. Then when we get past that by about 11 or midnight, that's when we see those storms really have pushed out and beyond the viewing area, just providing some clear clouds and some other clouds behind that. Now, as we progress on through the rest of this evening and tonight, we're talking about our tomorrow and 7-day, our futurecast there, really showing those storms, highlighting those for today. Then we're talking about some snow for Monday, so we really go back and forth between the tornado warnings tonight, back to snow for Monday, and then we actually do quiet down for the back half of the week. But for now, guys, I'll send it back to you.